I really thanks everybody for coming over. I'm really glad to see so many people coming. This is the second panel of the House of Rastafari Reggae University conferences. I'm so glad to see you here. It's gonna be a nice 45 minutes about Rastafari and society in Jamaica. Has been the founder of the African Liberators INT, that was an African consciousness group in Jamaica, and is the founder of Wise Mind Publication, that is a publishing company that provides books of testimonies and experiences of Rastafari elders and ancients in Jamaica. I'm glad to see many familiar faces, new people from many different parts of the world. This is a great thing, you know. As a Rastafari, we feel that we have to unite. We are spreading this message of oneness from many years, as you know. So I feel very glad that many people from many different countries managed to come here. So I would like to celebrate this moment before to start with a small chant. Anybody familiar with it? Please feel free to join. Alias Rastafari.
Yeah, Rastafari.
Over land and sea, over land and sea, I calling over land and sea, I calling over here, calling over here. I hear a calling over land and sea. I hear a calling over here. Hear a calling over here. I hear a calling over land and sea. Ye His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I, one perfect love, more life, more strength, more prosperity. Welcome, Ras Flako.
Yeah, Rastafari. It is good that you are all here once again to be a part of this Rastafari fullness. And I give thanks for your presence in this time, and forever we'll give thanks for the love that is shown to Rastafari. If sometime you are not able to be full Rastafari, it is good that you can even be a sympathizer of Rastafari. I will say last year. Yeah. Now within Rastafari fullness, we'll have to read a prophecy. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in dens, and in the rocks of the mountain, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth upon the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? This is from Revelation chapter 6. Yeah, Rastafari. See? So, it is good to organize small groups, but these groups must not create diverse doctrines, because each group have their dynamic ways to do things. So what we are saying is that the different doctrines and different ways of life can jeopardize the fullness of Rastafari. So it's all about collective security, or best we can organize with a one voice, knowing that we have serious problems to face, and knowing that society on a whole is of the mindset that we Rastafari will not conform fully to their lifestyle, their habits, eating habits and drinking habits. We are totally different. As a result, it is up to us to ensure that our family are being protected, Rastafari ways. See? So the challenges are many, but then if we were afforded more opportunities at an earlier time to go to school, their schools, or we create our own schools, because within Rastafari, we have reached heights of education that we can create Rastafari schools ourselves. So why and create the alternative that the youths today will not say, Rasta never do nothing. All you do is chant and burn weed. What you do? We hear that every time. So we have to look closely into these things, see? So I listen to say, remind us that growth and development must be attained through proper planning. Without your plan, you're not going to reach nowhere. Without you have something in place. It's like, it is going with a flow. So what I'm saying is good to have that, right? Now we have a dilemma in Rastafari, is that the movement faces that how to protect the age, how to make them live longer, knowing that they have suffered over the years. They are 70 and 80 years now. Some of them don't have any family because Rastafari said that the Rastafari collective is their family, not their blood family. Many times the blood family reject them, So who can they turn to but I and I Rastafari? Because from my experience, we have ancients who are 70 and 80 years old. They have no one to look to but I and I. Whatever I have, I give. So the challenge is that, what can we put in place to ensure that the age is protected, the infants cared for, the sick nourished, the naked clothed? That is the levity of Rastafari outside of the divinity of His Majesty. See, so although we acknowledge Haile Selassie as divine, we still have other work to do to manifest amongst I and I differently, see? So it is good that Rastafari can move up in social ladder and can position themselves in meaningful ways. So it is good to create a charitable foundation in different countries. So in that sense, I will read a Rastafari charitable organization, just a report from them, so you can cite up that. We are achieving things in small ways. There are many Rastafari who have seen the need to set up a Rastafari charitable organization to fulfill the needs that I'm speaking of. This now I'll read from the Word Sound and Power Collective in Seattle, Washington. Greetings and love, Rastafari family in Italy, addressed to Rastafari House of Italy. It is with great honor and thanksgiving that I share this report on the works of Word Sound Power Collective. Ras Flako, which is I man, has been an ex-team advisor since the inception of the collective, and I consider him personally to be an elder of exceptional character and integrity. Our elder advisors are crucial in these works, as Ras Flako has helped ensure the success of these works through his diligent commitment to elders' welfare long before I and I formed the collective. To give some foreground, the Word Sound Power Collective began in 2006 as a result of online reasoning with the Global Rastafari family. Through this article reasoning, it became clear that I and I need to organize and fulfill the creed. While I and I may disagree about doctrinal and personal liberty, I and I all agree to strive to fulfill the creed. Let the hungry be fed, let the naked clothed, let the sick nourished, let the aged protected, and the infants cared for. It is also became abundantly clear that Island Rastafari elders are suffering in their twilight years. And I began to be called to protect the age from the beginning. Full transparency was and continued to be of the utmost importance. The organizers and advisors are 100% volunteers. Our elder advisor, identifying those elders in need, our current elders advisors are the following: Ras Flako from Jamaica, Ras Sassi, also from Jamaica, Matriarch Nana Faraika from the USA, Ras Wayne Rose from USA, Ethiopia. Once an elder is in need, he or she are identified, and I mobilize to support the need is medical in nature. Funds are sent from the Ancient Medical Assistance Fund, AMA. Once around the world, donations are filtering at a regular basis, and the account is being posted. If there is need for food, clothes, and shelter, I begin fundraising with a global mind. The typical goal is $200 currently, and I seeking to raise $2,000 to build a new home. Ancient Barbara. Let me give you an idea about Ancient Barbara. Ancient Barbara is my ancient in Montego Bay. He has a board house. 30 years now he has this board house. He moved the board house to a site named Peaceview. The board house is in so much deteriorating conditions. When I go and visit him, I want to go inside. He said, Flako, I have to walk tenderly to go inside, otherwise I fall through the floor of the board house. So as a result, the World Son of Power Collective is on a $2,000 US dollars basically drive, so to see how best they can make a house for Barbara. Guys, see. So what I'm showing you, within the Rastafari collective, there is a responsibility amongst I and I to be fulfilled. Guys, right? So in this time, there are many more things to say, but just giving an idea of a background, of an educational side, the side of Rastafari going through many tribulations, and the responsibility of I and I, Rastafari, and those who are Rastafari sympathizers.
I went to Jamaica to try to set up like a reggae cultural embassy and guest house, where I found kind of people interested into that. But it can be extended to Rastafari. Sorry, I cannot speak.
It's okay.
Emotion.
It's fine.
But
take your time.
Imagine if all the Rastafarian beloved go together into an association or foundation.
See.
Let's say even artists, regular artists, and so on, to go together to have like a renting a house with a garden and yard, to be able to have a permanent sound system or jam session and place for teaching Rastafari, a place to set up some tents, so the Rasta who are traveling from worldwide go to this place and put the money into this place where the concert will be, where there will be a tent for therapy where all different therapists can go and teach. I mean, it's a plan I get many years ago. I will talk to you about later. It's hard to say everything, but just imagine a holistic Rasta Liberty community embassy in Jamaica.
Right. The Nyabingi property, so you say Nyabingi grounds then, we have pit for Nyabingi grounds, is over 30 acres of land. Scott Pass is 27 acres of land. It's just for I and I Rastafari to sit together and see how best we can utilize the Nyabingi grounds for this, instead of using Nyabingi grounds as a chant a bingi and leave, and the property is not being used. Guys, right? We are aware of these problems, but it's for us now in Jamaica to sit with a master plan to see how best we can coordinate all these efforts to get it done. So give thanks.
Ras Flako,
Give thanks.
what is the current situation with Pinnacle?
The situation with Pinnacle is that private developers, St. Jacob developers, have earmarked section of Pinnacle and building a housing scheme there. But it's like the government is saying, Lennon Howell, you have no papers for Pinnacle, you know. Where's your papers? Show me it first. Lennon Howell has his papers. There's no doubt about that. The 550 acres, Howell own that. But the government is going around this thing now and trying to give a section of Pinnacle as a heritage site. You know, between the Howell family, they agree for that. So the main house, top of Pinnacle, will be a heritage site, 1 lot and maybe 6 lots in total, including the dwelling place of Lennon Howell. It's an ongoing process. It was in the court, so it's a court matter basically. You know, so we are trying to see how best that can be resolved.
So that land will now be surrounded by the development of, I think
The
it's
develop-
Lake Michael Lake. Or
Developments are already there, housing, road, lights. You know, the development comes close to the main house of Pinnacle, you know. It's like a Nicodemus thing going on down there, or some underworld money going to some politicians, because I don't know some corruption take place in all places. But I know is aware. But the thing about Jamaica, you know, most Rastafari is not aware of Pinnacle. Get me? It's only the Nambingi House and Millennium Council of that energy around Pinnacle. So it is good to have an all-island drive to educate ones about Pinnacle so they can recognize and accept the role. Because if you make Pinnacle a heritage site, who will manage it? Can't be government, it's must be I Rastafari. So many things need to be worked out. But it's within the government hands. That's the most I can say right now. If that's.
Yeah, you spoke a lot obviously about how visually having blocks and being visibly Rastafari can limit your opportunities in terms of in the education system, getting jobs, etc. Do you therefore find it problematic when people who aren't Rastafari and have no awareness of the struggle that's tied to it and are simply sporting looks as a fashion statement? Do you think that's problematic, or do you just have no problem with it?
What happened in Jamaica now? Jamaica government is smart, you know. You commercialize locks. You can go into a hairdresser and make. You can go into a hairdressing parlor and make locks. Yes, it started with sister locks. You need to twist with some crochet needle and just make locks. So if I say, you go to Jamaica, it's dreadlocks, but they're not Rasta. And it's locks. See? So I'm not aware of that. But it's a part of the rehabilitation of the Rastafari community. So you go to Jamaica, it's a dreadlocks. You say, yeah, enough Rasta there. But it is good for I still, you know. It's a liberation. It's like a blessing. So it's like, that's a big victory to see. Even a politician have locks, you know. Him say no Rasta, but him have locks. So using dreadlocks now as a statement, because dreadlocks is a statement of resistance, you know, whether you like it or not. So if you wear dreadlocks unconsciously, you are showing so you are different in many ways. So it is positive for I see it.
You made the call for education for children. Have there been any Rastafarian schools, either in the past or are there any currently?
Yes, there was Rastafari schools. I think by Sister Minnie, and that school was burned down or something like that. But we was running a school also, you know, one's trying. But I think there should be more emphasis on that area. When you're sending the youth to school, you youth eating anything, you mixing, eating all kind of food, what you don't really give them at home, they're doing all kind of stuff, see? And children in school, you know, they are just children. Because children look on locks, you know, they're just playmates and children. So it's the adults causing the problem. But for I and I to move forward, we must create our own school. There's no doubt about that. Because how can you educate? Okay, you educate youth in your home. When you leave your home, it's a different education pattern. Youth are going to rebel. Because we have cases where youth dreadlocks from birth and trimming locks. Something happened along the way. See? Or you have because remember, if I'm man, no one in my family locks, Not my mother nor father, I listen to that, I choose that. So I come up dreadlocks. They have different levels, therefore I have to find my way through the society and still remain dreadlocks. So that level is a challenge. But what we are saying now, in this 2015, I've been tried from 9 plus to over 60. We know certain things, and if you don't put them in place, it's a real problem for Rastafari in Jamaica. It might be different globally, but it's a different society when I travel. But for the root of Jamaica, we need to put things in place to protect the heritage of Rastafari in Jamaica. And education is one of them. Right, science?
Sorry, I just would like to add to the question as an answer that in Ethiopia, Shashamani, there is the JRDC, it's the Jamaican Rastafari Development School. That is one of the biggest schools in Shashamani and have been established by Rastafari community. But it's not only for Rasta children, it's for Ethiopians and Rastafari children together. So that's a good thing.
Ras Flako.
Give thanks.
I remember when I go in the early 90s to Port Antonio, there was the Rastafari Hibat Mama school. Is that the school from Germany?
Sister Minnie, yeah.
Right.
Same person.
Because there even people who have not dreadlocks, who are not Rastafari, bring their children to that school because it was such a good school too.
Exactly.
So it's just a pity that it don't give a bigger example to more communities and they started the same thing.
And sometimes it's sad that things started and they reach into a difficulty and there's not enough ones to give it strength.
Exactly.
To bring it forward, yeah.
Is homeschooling legal in Jamaica?
Homeschooling is legal. Homeschooling is legal. And those who are homeschooled are not at a disadvantage because they learn just enough which is necessary for them to go through. Not 13 or 14 subjects. English, math, science, and so just what you need, maybe a foreign language. Come to go to school, you have to do all 20, 25 subjects. I don't know them. We just go to school to pass the exam. Because outer world school and the school there,
Sidewalk University.
Yes, thanks.
Ras Flako, just one last question. Will there be soon a kind of serious way that I and I, even out here in the West, that I and I can contribute to the support of the ancients of Rastafari in Jamaica?
Okay, World Sound and Power Collective is credible, genuine, and honest in whatever they do, whatever website. Okay, what we do, they show the integrity. An ancient have a problem. I do the interview. The picture is posted from the ancient, and the needs is also posted. All the needs are posted, see? And sometimes World Sound and Power have their resource that they tap into. Suppose there's a serious emergency. They go into their bank account, give that money, and when the funds come in, they replace the money. So, it's not so well that your money go and lose them and go rob your money or scam you. Go into that. I'm one of the advisors, So why should I do something to them to hurt myself? Make no sense.
I'm just asking this because there was some things going on in the early 2000 years where some people at least had the feeling it's not so serious, to support them.
But now it's a computer age and everything is on the web.
Give thanks. I just want to say something still.
See?
I just want to give thanks to the House of Rastafari, Italy, because they doing all these works for I and I here, belonging or concerning Rastafari. So I just want to give thanks to the strongest, to me, to my view, the strongest Rastafari community in the whole of Europe, Nobody's stronger than the I them. Give thanks, Rastafari.
Give thanks. Well, it's beautiful, we couldn't do nothing without your support. So we're just full of joy, our art is just full of joy, I really want to make just last question, before we close up. And I want to ask Ras Flako, you show us what society has given to the Rastafari people, some problems, some difficulties, okay? But what Rastafari people has given to society in Jamaica, according to you?
Okay, word song. Irie, the word Irie, you have Irie FM. Rastafari word that. See? To the whole thought. Ital is become vegan and vegetarian. See? Spring water, a weed that, When we growing up, when we go spring, they say you go there, they go pies, they drink spring water, which is not chlorinated. Look how much spring water on the market. Wines, herbal wines and medicines is weed that. But we don't have the money to market these things. So the word sound and power. You say the word, someone pick it up and have the money to manifest it. Reggae music, Rasta that. Foundation of culture, clean living is Rasta that. So non-partial judgment is Rasta same way. We're not victimizing, we're not vindictive, we just live clean. And the acknowledgement or a positive response to Africa, knowing that Africa is the motherland, wherein you just put it aside and already think about it. Rastaman said, repatriation and reparations are a reminder too. And what you say now, self-reliance. Rastaman is self-reliance, Eat for your own vine and fig tree, your own vineyard. Because Europe, we still have a little garden and man can pick from your garden and eat food. We don't know how Rasta say, I saw it figure. You don't make a big multinational corporation feed you. You plant, you look for food and you eat. And you'll be satisfied with your lifestyle because you put yourself too big, someone will take you out. So just be humble. Or Rastafari is humility, So those little things what the Rastafari give to the Jamaican society, what they are using right now is a blessing same way. That's it.
Give thanks to Ras Flako, give thanks to the island. So we're gonna have a next seminar on Thursday, August the 20th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. always in this tent. So the seminar is gonna be about ganja and Rastafari in Jamaica. So you all invited, please, to come and join the session, always with Ras Flako. Thanks again for your participation. One love. Yes, I. Blessed love.